Most realtor YouTube channels don't fail because YouTube doesn't work. They fail because they built the channel in the wrong way. And the annoying part is most agents are actually doing the work, they're just doing it in a way that they can't win. Let me show you why they can't win and why they're failing and what actually works instead. There's one mistake that almost every single channel makes and it kills the channel before it even has a chance. Here's what usually happens. I can kind of guess your timeline right now. You decide to take YouTube seriously, you post a few market updates, a few home tours, maybe a few tips for buyers videos. You're consistent for a while and then nothing happens. You might get a few views, but no calls and no leads. So then reasonably you start thinking, maybe YouTube only works for big agents. Maybe my market's too small, or maybe I just need to post more. But the issue isn't the effort, it's the structure of the account. I say this as someone who has worked with many different real estate agent accounts. Channels just starting off, channels who have been posting but not seeing results, and even a 10x business coach who works directly with Grant Cardone. In doing this, I've had to research many different accounts because I need to find title ideas, thumbnail ideas, and videos that are working. And what's interesting is all the channels that don't work fail in very similar ways. And the ones that win all follow the same structure. At that point, I was like, now I know it's not random. So let's get into why your channel isn't working. Here are the 3 core mistakes that a lot of these channels are making. The first mistake that I see a lot of these channels making is they're trying to speak to everyone. Buyers, sellers, investors, many different audiences. So every video ends up being generic. Some video examples that you might have seen posted are real estate market updates or real estate tips, or the classic why now is a good time to buy. You might have posted one of those videos and it's not your fault. You've been told something false. Those videos might have worked 5-10 years ago, but they don't work now. When YouTube doesn't know who your videos are for, it doesn't know who to show them to. Meaning they're never going to push out your channel, meaning it's never going to get to the correct audience who could potentially work with you. And this mistake creates the second problem. Most realtor content gives information, but not the authority feel. It explains things, but it doesn't position the agent in the right way. Anyone can say, here are today's market rates, or here's what's happening in the market right now. But nothing in that makes someone think, this is the agent I trust and this is the agent I want to work with. So even if someone watches, they don't reach out to you. And that leads to the biggest mistake of them all. No conversion path. Most channels don't give viewers a clear next step. No reason to keep watching, no reason to build a relationship, and no reason to stay connected. And I don't mean you need to be having aggressive call to actions every single video. I mean you need to give the viewer direction. If someone watches 3 or 4 of your videos and has no idea what to do next, your channel just became completely useless. This is where the channels that work do something completely different. So that leads me getting into the part what actually works right now. The channels that work don't try to convince in their videos. They try to become a familiar face. So some key shifts that you need to follow are you want authority first content, clear positioning, and a patient conversion. All of the winning channels focus on becoming the obvious agent to pick. And they do that by building trust and authority and getting their face and name out there. And this doesn't require posting daily. It requires good quality content and a structured channel. So if we step back and recap, it's not YouTube that isn't working for you. It's that most channels are built in the wrong way. When you fix who the channel is for, how authority is built, and how viewers move forward, everything changes. Another thing I did want to talk about is how channels misdiagnose why their channel isn't working. Because a lot of realtors can get stuck in this situation. Because when something doesn't work, the most natural instinct is to blame it on something obvious. So you might just say, I'm not getting leads because I don't get enough views, or the algorithm hates me, or maybe I just need to post more. But those aren't the real problems. So let me kind of dig into each one of those problems and tell you what they actually mean. So let's talk about the I need more views. Most realtors think their channel doesn't bring them in leads because they don't get enough views. But the truth is you don't need more views, you need the right views. A video with 300 views of people moving into your city and interested in it is 10 times more valuable than a video with 30,000 random viewers. So a mini lesson you need to take out of this is informational YouTube content doesn't mean getting that in front of every single person. It means getting it in front of the right person. Another thing you might tell yourself is I need better editing. Agents think if my videos looked more professional, this would actually work for me. But some of the most popular channels and popular real estate channels are shot on an iPhone. The cameras on your iPhones are unbeatable for the simplicity. Yes, the quality of your video matters a lot. You need good audio, good lighting, and a good camera. And some channels perform really well with lots of edits in their videos, while others can perform really, really well just raw video. And also remember, people aren't watching for the best quality video. They're mostly watching to get information out of that content. So a mini lesson you need to pull out of this is bad structure kills more channels than editing ever will. Another one could be, I need to post every single day. This one sounds like the right thing to do because you hear it everywhere, but it's actually wrong. I'm going to go more in depth into this topic in another video, but right now, just know that posting many different videos on your YouTube account actually may hurt it. Because if those videos aren't up to YouTube's quality standards, they're not going to push it out. And if your structure of your account already sucks, posting more isn't going to help. Think about it this way. If you're driving on the wrong side of the road, driving faster isn't going to help at all. So the mini lesson you need to pull out of this is consistency only matters once you master the structure and the quality of your videos. So you might be asking yourself, if it's not views, if it's not editing, it's not posting more, then what could it be? The real issue is this. Most realtor YouTube channels are built like social media accounts and not like client acquisition systems. And that's the shift that changes everything. This is why the channels that work and perform well feel completely different than the channels that don't. They all speak to one viewer, answer specific questions, build a familiar face over time, and give viewers a reason to trust them, not just watch them. And that system right there could change your channel completely. So when people say realtor YouTube channels don't work, what they really mean is the way that most people do it doesn't work. So hopefully all those questions that you are asking yourself are now solved. In the last video, I broke down the exact system that every single winning realtor YouTube channel is using right now. I go more in depth into it and how you can copy and paste it onto your channel. I'll link it below. Make sure to watch that because if you miss any of the steps, your channel will fail. And if you want to skip all the failed attempts and work with someone who builds up the scripts for you, builds up the thumbnail ideas, builds up the title ideas, builds up the video ideas, and gets a team to edit the videos to the highest quality they could possibly be, then make sure to click the first link below and sign up for a free YouTube audit. It's just a quick one-on-one call with me for completely free where I go over your YouTube channel and map out on a simple doc exactly what you want and what I think will work the best for your market. So then at that point, you're not guessing if your channel is going to work, you know it will work. If that sounds like what you want, make sure to click the first link in the description. I will see you in the next one.